Well, today we have this great little top. It is way too cute and so much fun and so easy to do. It's 4 seams. I think that's right. 2 shoulder seams, 2 side seams. Yeah, 4 seams. That's it. So, no darts. You all will love that. No darts. So this is what I did. Now, I saw this at Nordstrom's, and I thought, gosh, that's way too cute. I wonder what it looks like on. So I tried it on. I liked it even better on. It was just, and I have it on, but it's dark brown, so you can't really see it that well, and it's real comfortable on. So I went ahead and did it in a lighter color, so you could see both. So you could see it on as well as the lighter color. So I mixed 2 patterns to make, and it really made it the easiest. Not to say you couldn't do it another way, but I mixed 2 patterns. So I took 4014, which is Shelly's dress, and I'm only using the left dress front. So you have the pattern, get it out. You're only using piece number 2. And then you're going to use the rest of 195. You're going to use the sleeve and the back. And again, my goal is to just make it the easiest. And so that's why I used those 2 patterns, because it was definitely making it easier for you. Okay, so what you notice is the piece that goes this way and the piece that goes this way is the same. So I'm just making 2 identical, and they hook into the back, and then I set in a sleeve. All right, so when you're dealing with, this is piece number 2, it's called the left dress front. These are the changes you're going to make. Whenever you're dealing with 2 pieces and you're combining them, where they combine, you have to make sure they match. So for this case, the shoulder seam, and when I put the 2 shoulder seams together of Shelly's dress and as my sweater set, the sweater set shoulder is wider. So you can do either one. You can take off the sweater set or you could add to Shelly's dress. I decided I wanted it to be a little wider, a little more stable. And so I added to the inside of the neck edge. Don't add at the sleeve edge, add to the inside of the neck edge. I'm going to pull this down, make sure you can see it. So I added in here, and it's only a little bit. It's like 3/8 of an inch. So I just added here to draw the neckline. So basically I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to show you how to make the changes. What I did, so that you can see it's really easy. On the first side seam, I didn't make any changes, so I just cut that out exactly like it is. The armhole, this is my knit armhole. Didn't make any changes there. Shoulder angle, I didn't make any changes because remember, you're going by your base. All right, then this short side seam, you'll see when you look at this top, there's a shorter side seam and a longer side seam. The shorter side seam is only going to be 6 inches. So I measured down 6 inches and I put a cut there. Don't cut it right now. Just for right now, I just put a cut there. What that cut's going to do is it's going to come above this dart. It's going to completely leave out this dart. I'm not even going to stitch that dart. I'm not going to stitch any darts. This dart over here, I made this wider here. Remember, it's going to be cut twice. Also, what I did is just to be sure it was long enough, I cut the back longer because I wanted it to be a little bit longer. So I added 2 inches to my sweater set. You can decide how long you want it, but what I did and my attitude was, is I decided to add 2 inches, and then if I didn't want it, I could take it away. But it's better to have it than to get there and not have it. So what I did is I just came up the side. I'm not cutting out the dart. I'm not doing any of that. And I actually am coming up the side the width of the dart. So if you notice here, it's like 2 inches wider than where this stops. Keep that intact. Don't go in. You want it a little bit wider. It's right here at the top, and you just want it a little bit wider there. And I added 2 inches down here. And I'm going to mark those 2 inches. And then I'm going to cut from here up to where I cut at the shoulder. And I know I'm jumping around, but it's just because I want you to see it all as I'm cutting it. My mark is up there. Where's my mark? To make sure this is right, you can bring your sweater set pattern, bring it right on top, and cut the width of your sweater set pattern. Then take that away, and all you're doing is blending this portion into that cut. All right, made that wider to match the back, made this a little bit wider, just the same width as the dart. I just brought it straight up. Again, if it gets too wide and it gets too gappy in here, I can take it away. I've made this the length I want, and I made a cut up here. So now what I'm going to do is simply cut from this up to that shorter side. And that's what you have. You have two pieces. They're going to look like this. One is going to lap that way, and one is going to lap this way. So the first thing I do is I sew the shoulder seams together, is what I did. The shorter side is actually going to be the armhole. That's what's going to sew to the very top of the armhole. The seam that's actually longer, I'm going to switch it to this side. It's going to be on the inside, and you want to bring it down about 1 inch. And make sure that the side seams are the same length to the front and the back, because you'll see down here, oops, I'm going to turn that a little bit, you'll want them to match. I didn't finish my edges. I just left them raw. And you just have the shoulder seams and the 2 side seams. And that's it. If you want to finish it, you can go all the way around and finish it. This portion comes over the bust here. This portion on the inside, again, goes over the bust, just like in Shelly's dress. I mean, it fits terrific. And those 2 little darts are never missed. So it's just almost like a wrap in the front. Hope you can see. I just love it. It's just so comfortable, and it's really cute. You need a knit fabric. You need 2 yards. It doesn't matter if they're stretched in both directions or one direction, as long as the stretch is going around. This has a stripe to it, so it's really fun that it had a stretch in both directions, because I could actually turn the stripes any way I wanted. That was kind of fun. And then, of course, put a sleeve on or leave it as a vest. You could do either one. Anyway, very quick little top for the holidays. We always like something new and something quick. I love it. Hope you love it too. Happy holidays. Happy sewing from Silhouette Patterns.